the impact that you leave on people's lives. And not only the lives that you save, the livelihoods that you create through these relationships. So ladies of WiMAC, don't mobilize and strengthen networks. Create a movement, different. Create a movement amongst yourselves. Create a movement of trust, of openness, of vulnerability, of curiosity, of self-sustaining relationships. And anybody that you touch, know that you're touching 50 more. Go out into those schools. Become Debbie Dunos. Talk about yourselves with authenticity. Talk about yourselves with grace, right? Uplift your other women in real ways.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us be vulnerable to the next WiMAC sisters. Welcome them.
These women, despite the challenges in the industry, they were so committed to the industry that they remained. Many at times thought of giving up, and I believe it is a credit to many of these ladies that are here today that they withstood and stand the test of the times and the winds blowing to be still a part of this industry. And I would like to give them a round of applause.
The guest speaker said, it's not about you, it's the impact you make or leave on people's lives. And while she was saying that, I thought of Claudia. She got the invitation from the IMO to make a presentation at the Global Maritime Conference in Malmö, Sweden. And she called me up and she said, Livette, I got this invitation to work on this paper, and I really would like a partner. Would you like to work with me? So I said, okay, I'll give it a try. And we started working together. We spent days and nights working on this paper for presentation. The long and short of it is that we went to Malmö to present that paper. It was in 2014, I think in 2014. And at the end of the presentation, we got a letter from the IMO to say that our paper was selected for presentation in the Global Maritime book, and it was published. So what? We ended up being what? Authors. Yes, authors and authors. And also, they endorsed the recommendation that we made to establish an institution that really could cater to the needs of women in the maritime sector. And that was how WiMAC was born. I am gladly supported it. And commendations also to Admiral Peter Brady, who really endorsed the idea and gave us all the support, right? And that was it. WiMAC was launched in 2015 in Montego Bay, Jamaica. WiMAC has made a great impact in the Caribbean. And we established several, right, little sectors or sections, right, or satellites, right, within Jamaica in the high schools. So we started inculcating that in the high schoolers, a maritime conscience, thank you very much, in the high schoolers from that time. So WiMAC is here to stay, and I'm very proud to see this conference today. And thanks also to Claudia, who nudged me really to come out to the conference. Awesome. And I'm happy that I'm here. Thank you very much.
So it's really a maze of progression for women, generally speaking, in industry. And even more so in your industry. It is the whole issue of the historical baggage of how we treat with matters to do with recruitment. I know many of you have faced it. And there are many of us as men who are unaware of our own unconscious biases as it relates to the practices we engage in with recruitment. The traditional educational barriers which have existed, but which many of you have managed to completely obliterate in your pursuits. There's the issue, of course, of onboarding and the historically masculine ethos that would have taken over many industries, where we understand that in some cases women are far more equipped to handle some of the delicacies and nuances and details of the space. Last thing I will say as I close is we have the evidence of women who have come through a process of refinement and gone on the other side and done phenomenal things. I had the experience a few months ago of going to Antigua and Barbuda and seeing the first female captain in fine style doing what she does, climbing up on the side of the ship and showing all the other men how to make it happen. We made a big deal when we went there, but nobody paid attention. And so I'm saying it is our duty to make them pay attention. And by our, I don't mean just you, I mean me too. There's no greater voice for advocacy for women's place and their right than men.
Yes, sir.
And so this is my call for the men to step up in ensuring that not only do we create a safe space for women to thrive, but that we enable a space where they can be mentored without harassment. That we enable a space where we elevate the women who are here, so you may then mentor women in peace. And so in closing, I want to say that the Caribbean Maritime University is completely committed to ensuring that what we create are confident women, that what we support are women who are going to take their place, rightfully, not only in our region, but in the world. Women who are going to be at the pinnacle of the most important industry. Thank you for having me. And this was an absolute pleasure, and we look forward to partnering with you to ensuring that you are the loudest voice everywhere in this maritime space.
I think all our resources are just before us. They're right here in this room. There are many persons with capabilities that we might not know, but we just need to give the right person a chance. And I think once we give that right person a chance, once we continue to network, once we continue to work together, support each other as women, there is no limit on what we can do. So to the young ladies from CMU, I'm happy that you're part of this conference, and I wish you well. I hope that you know the possibilities are endless in the maritime industry, and I know all the women seated around these tables will make that possibility available for you.
Women in maritime is that you are harnessing potential, using your own perspectives, your own unique talents and gifts, and you're joining a community of men, women, girls, and boys, everybody pulling talents together. We all have unique gifts and talents, and if we pull them together, we can really network, and that could lend for really a sustainable maritime future. God places people in your path, whether for a short season or for a long season, but everybody that comes into your path, whether or not you have a good or bad experience with them, or it may not be a person, it may be an abstract experience, be grateful for it, because all that is building you, all that helps you to navigate, and you can pull from those experiences and learn. And it's a beauty to sit down and watch, at different chapters, regional, international level, wherever you go, you see people, men, women, just doing greatness. And not just in maritime, but in other fields that traditionally male-dominated, like aviation, construction, engineering. You see women coming into these spaces, and we're not coming to repeat history like men over women, women over men. We are coming to bring balance and say, hey, I can bring something, I think differently to you, I operate differently to you, I'm very differently to you. There's not a competition. Yes. We coming to be complementary. And that is why
My name is David Romero, and I am a part of the WiMAC student chapter. I can say that I am very proud of this new chapter, and as a member, it's really an honor to be a part of this chapter. And not only that, but to know that we are the start of it all. The entire Women in Maritime chapter is basically to train young persons, young females, going into this industry, knowing that we have persons out there looking out for us. making the pathway for us, to guide us along the way. Currently, I'm doing a research on seafaring women, and I can say that a part of my topic states seafaring women, not seafaring. Oh. No. Yeah. Oh. And so the idea behind that is that so a lot of us as females, we come into this industry not knowing what's going to happen, how it's going to affect us, how it's going to impact our lives and all of that. And to know that this chapter is here to guide us, and we can guide the others after us into coming into this without the fear of being sexually harassed and all of that. It's truly an honor for this. I really love and appreciate this chapter, and I can say I'm very proud to be here today.